Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a quick little review and update on my experience with Mounjaro. Stay tuned. All right, guys, let's get right into it. So Mounjaro is a weekly injectable that's come out in June of this year, I believe, and it is supposed to lower your A1C and also help you with weight loss. The higher you go in your milligrams, the more weight loss you should see. And so basically, I started back in June when I went to my endocrinologist for the first time. I've been a diabetic now for the last 13 years. My A1C has continuously grown higher and higher. It all came to a head back in May of this year. I was in Panama City, Florida. My blood sugars were reading high with my Freestyle Libre sensor. I'll do a review on that. Very, very reasonably priced, and insurance does cover most of the cost. And they also have a coupon. So anyways, that's another video. But it was reading high and I was miserable. I've been a type 2 diabetic for the last 13 years. And so I actually went to an endocrinologist back in June. They recommended me to get on this stuff called Mounjaro, and it just come out, from what I understand, right before I went and seen the endocrinologist. And so right before that, about 2 months before that, I was started on Ozempic. And most of you guys probably know, if you're watching this video, what Ozempic is. And I didn't get a lot of good results from Ozempic, really. So she switched me from Ozempic to Mounjaro. And Mounjaro, I started out at the 2.5 milligrams. I was on that for 4 weeks. Then I went to the 5 milligrams. And then I went to the 7.5. And then I went to the 10 and 12.5. I just finished that. And now I just took my 15 milligram 2 days ago. So I will get into the details of what I've experienced with the 15 milligrams. So when I started the 2.5 back in June, I didn't see any difference at all. My eating patterns were the same. I still ate a lot of food. I was kind of getting a little leery of if this medicine was going to actually work for me. And so I just kept the course, kept going. And I went to the, like I said, I went to the 5 milligrams. Same thing. Nothing was changing. Still eating a lot, still hungry. My A1C was getting a little bit better, but disclosure, they did put me on a mealtime insulin at the time because my blood sugar was so high. They think that after doing blood work back in June that I have a enzyme that favors type 1 diabetes. So they're saying eventually I will probably convert from a type 2 to type 1 because of that enzyme. And so they got me on the mealtime insulin. They put me on the Mounjaro. I already take Terzepatide at night. So with the mixture, conjuncture of all those, my blood sugar was getting down to like 50 and sometimes, you know, high 40s. And I felt miserable, really shaky. And so I started pulling back away from the mealtime insulin and realized without taking the mealtime insulin, my blood sugars was still a lot lower than they were before with the Mounjaro. So I can say that the Mounjaro did work for lowering my A1C, but as far as the weight loss, I didn't see a whole lot of weight loss. In fact, I seen weight gain when I started with the mealtime insulin. I think I got up to 225 pounds, but what you have to know is before I got on the Mounjaro, before I got on the mealtime insulin, I was down to about 214 pounds, but I was going to the restroom all the time. My blood sugars were out of control. I was just very, very unhealthy. Yeah, I was a lot thinner, but I was urinating all the time. I started at 300 pounds before I was married. Within just a short 2-3 months from being engaged, I was at 300 pounds, had dropped down to 250. After that, I went to the doctor to see what was going on and found out that I was type 2 diabetic. So with that said, you know, I got back up to 260, sometimes 270. And it's just been a long journey for me for the last 13 years. The Mounjaro dropped my A1C from June of this year to August when I actually had the second A1C done, and it was down to 8. I can't remember the exact number, 8 point something. It wasn't exactly the best what we were shooting for. As I kept going up in the milligrams with Mounjaro, I think it was at 7.5, I started noticing just a lot of like, I didn't want to eat. I mean, it just like that. It just hit me where I was not hungry. Sometimes I felt sick to my stomach. The idea of eating was just not even in my mind, far away from me. I do know that there was a couple days where I just went completely without eating. And I think it's because I was starting to not feel very good and kind of getting sick as well. But I did get better pretty quick. But I will say that once I started to get to 10 milligrams, that's when I started noticing weight loss. Now, when I went up to 12.5, there was more side effects like constipation that comes with it, that type of stuff. But my weight loss had dropped dramatically. As you already know, I did step back from the mealtime insulin, and that helped a lot too, because it didn't retain as much weight gain as far as the, you know, when you take the insulin, it causes weight gain, that type of stuff. However, when I got up to 12.5, my weight loss had dropped down to like 196 pounds, which I do not remember being under 200 pounds since I was probably in elementary. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how long ago it was, but I can't ever remember being below 200 in several years, decades probably. I went and seen my endocrinologist right after getting my A1C done in October. My A1C was 5.3. So I thought, man, this is great. You know, I'm not even considered a pre-diabetic at this point. Well, of course, then they came back and said, well, your blood sugars are just a little too low. We want you to come up higher. So I had to back down from the Tirzepatide at night. And so kind of doing trial and error as far as backing down, you know, 3 units every few days. I just took the 15 milligram dosage 2 days ago. I have not had any side effects at all. My stomach's really not hurting. Still not that hungry. Mounjaro so far, going from 2.5 milligrams all the way up to 15 milligrams has been great. Could have done without some of the side effects like the constipation and just kind of feeling, you know, uneasy in my stomach because it slows your digestion down. Other than that, my A1C is great. My weight is down. I feel great. If you get a chance, you have type 2 diabetes, talk to your doctor. If you're interested in it, I would definitely check it out. I would definitely, you know, ask the questions. I definitely just, you know, I mean, they offer a coupon right now, the manufacturer, for $25 a month for this medication. Without that medication card, it's going to cost you somewhere around, I don't know, between $1,100 to $1,300 a month. So it's very, very costly. I don't believe insurance covers it at the moment. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But you can get a $25 card from the manufacturer, and it'll be a $25 flat rate every month for, I believe it's a year, or up to 12 doses, which would be 12 months, because each dose is 4 weeks. So anyways, guys, if you have any questions on this Mounjaro, go ahead and drop a comment below. Love to answer as best as I can. And stay tuned, guys, for more videos. If you haven't liked or subscribed, go ahead and do it. It helps the channel. It'll also help you stay up to date with all these videos I'm going to be posting. I will be posting a video I'm thinking about doing that will have all the pictures throughout the year of my weight change and just the transformation. Hopefully, maybe I can find some when I was 300 pounds and then just kind of do a collage video of different ones of stages of where I've been. So anyways, guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great one.